Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson. My name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Matsuricon 2016 with my best of friends, Mr. Eric Vale.
Hi!
So it's been a year since last time we get the chance to talk, and it was at 2015 Matsuricon. How have you been?
It's been a rough year. You know, we've had a lot of... No, I'm fine.
Alrighty, so the big hit movie to come out within the last couple months is The Boy and the Beast, and you get to be in it. So how is it like being one of the, Lucy gets to be your younger self, and then you take over in the older role. Right. So how is it like being in that?
I don't like sharing the role. So as far as I'm concerned, Lucy had nothing to do with it. So it's great. I like that show. I'm just kidding. I love it. But it's one of the few things I've actually gotten the chance to show my daughter that she would care about.
Yeah.
And she cares a tiny bit, but not a lot. But it was pretty cool. That was the biggest thing for me. I knew she would finally watch something that I did.
I'm not going to lie. I cried a lot, actually, from you and John and Lucy. I actually cried a lot, and especially the line you delivered to Ian where it says, the reason I'm the person I am is because of the people who helped raise me. And then Ian realizes it and breaks down and cries. And it's like, I was like, this is so profoundly powerful because I come from divorced parents. Yeah. So like and you come from the situation of divorced parents and the loneliness and the sadness, and you're realizing, through your journey as growing up as a man and all that, like that was so touching. And then have John, he's just like a big dad. If you think about it, he is himself a big dad, a big teddy bear, so it totally made sense.
He is, yeah.
So, alrighty. Is there a certain mindset, that when you guys get these lead roles, especially in movies, that you have to go into? I mean, you realize that you're carrying a lot of the weight, between different main lead roles. So how do you prepare yourself?
The easiest way to prepare yourself is to just listen to the director. Most of my job is listening. As long as I'm listening to other actors, if I'm getting the chance to record late in the game and they've recorded first, I just listen to them and respond. If I'm recording early on in the process, I don't get that, but I have the director there. So as long as I'm listening well and actively, it's not that hard as far as understanding what I have to do.
Alrighty, and that actually sounds pretty good. So listening is a very key role in becoming a voice actor and learning how to take in and take out. So again, we're going to kind of go back in the past. We're going to go back in the vault of Funimation and your acting. You were in the show Fruits Baskets, which I just started watching, which is bad on my part. So we know that you're a very high-pitched, energetic, really fun guy to talk to, but then we get you a soft, quiet Yuri. So how did you tone yourself down to really match what they were looking for?
Well, it's Yuki. For starters, we're in the end the interview now. Let's start over. No, that's not that hard. I mean, as far as Yuki goes, it's similar in tone to the voice of Canada that I have in America, in Italia. So you've got these two characters and they're just low-key whispering. It requires the same amount of energy. You're just directing it in a different way.
All right. So we are now here at Matsuricon. It is all about One Piece, and it's a fun pirate theme. So what's it like to be here with your fellow captain and your fellow Straw Hats here?
I love it. I don't get to see all of these people all that often. I mean, we a lot of us are friends outside of the work that we do, but because of lives and families, and all of us, well, a lot of us have children. Some of us don't live in the same city, but even those who do, we don't get to see each other that much or really hang out. So you go to a convention with all of them, and it's time that we can all sit down and have a good time together, like we can't do at home all that often. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of fans don't realize, like, they always think that, you guys are always all together in the booth and having a good time, but, like, you're one-on-ones, and you might not see each other until, a convention.
That's true, yeah. And oftentimes, I don't know that I have performed in a show or movie with a certain person until we're at a convention, and they're like, oh, you were so and so, I was so and so. I'm like, oh wow, so we're playing against each other in this show or movie, and that's fun.
Alrighty, and so talking about games and stuff, playing against each other, you and Sabbath and Gearbox are a really great group of people, and you love working on video games, Borderlands and stuff. So what's it like when they bring you in on projects, working, over at Okatron 5000 and, with the Gearbox company, Battleborn's come out, the Borderlands 2 series has come out. So what's it like working on a Gearbox-based project?
Well, it's great. I was the voice director on Borderlands 2, played a lot of characters in Borderlands 2. That was a lot of fun. It's been great working with Gearbox. I had a nice time. Nowadays, I'm focused more on acting than anything else, voice-wise. So I've come in and do a couple of characters here and there for them for other projects. Not on Battleborn, though, but on other things.
And now we know that you have a really big heart and charities that have really, truly, passionately touched you. How has that been going with working with those charities? And how can fans, if they really, truly want to give to those charities and get involved?
Well, the thing about charities and charitable organizations is that not everybody has a lot of money to give to them, so people think that they can't do anything. But it's not true. I mean, if you want to give to a charity that's touched your life in one way or another, volunteer for them. Everybody needs help. They might need just the basic help in their offices of filing things, and you can certainly volunteer your time that way.
Okay, and how's your charities been going with your personal charities that you have involvement with?
Great. We do a lot of work with autism awareness, and we work with Autism Speaks, and my daughter in particular has done some Autism Speaks functions for them, which has been great. And it's nice to be able to be in a position to raise that kind of awareness. So yeah, we've had a nice time and doing a lot of other functions. The unfortunate truth, the great thing about charitable organizations and charities is that you do get the chance to help out. Mm-hmm. But the flip side of that is that if we didn't have some of the problems that we have, we wouldn't need some of the charities that we have. So I look at it like, in some of those things, let's look closer to root causes of these things. Like the Cancer Society, which part of my life too. We certainly help out the organizations, but let's help out the researchers who are going to figure out how to keep that stuff from people.
Yeah. So, finishing up, do you have any upcoming projects you really truly want your fans to potentially see? We always know about the pesky NDA and that type of stuff. So is there anything currently available for fans to check out?
There may be. I don't know what those are. I don't even talk about anime programs people have told me I'm allowed to talk about. Because I don't want to end up on the list of jerks who opened his big fat mouth. I think I'm at the top of the jerk who opened his big fat mouth list. But if I could not stick around there as much as possible. I am working on other projects, film projects and whatnot. I got a film that I'm working on right now, and we're about to get the funds for that and get that thing raised. But I don't. The movie's called Purity. That's all I've got. I don't have much else to tell you about that. Once I get a website and all that stuff up, I'll let you know.
All right, and now, as you were talking about websites and things like that, how can fans follow you on the internet? I know the great place to check you out is Eric Vale on Twitter, and of course Facebook, but definitely Twitter. And then a final message for all your wonderful fans.
Okay, so you can find me on Twitter. That's easy. I also on my Twitter account have a link over to my Instagram, and they're both just Eric Vale. It's really easy to find. My website is therealericvale.com, because ericvale.com, which I used to own, was bought out from under me, and a Japanese company turned it into a place where you can get Japanese credit cards for some reason. I don't know. And my final message to fans is, as long as they want to keep being fans, we'll keep working. So we greatly appreciate it.
Thank you so much again, Eric. It's always a pleasure. Wonderful meeting you again. So much. Thank you, my friend.
My pleasure, man. Y'all have fun. Not you, just these guys.